everybody. Happy Thursday. Good to see you all. So you can ignore Peggy over there in the corner, my mom, the videographer here. So we have a tape. She's taping me. This is not for YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. As part of our training in the Baptist community, they tape us, and then I send it off to Utah. And then they give me awesome feedback about how I'm doing. So I even got my Baptiste shirt on today. So that's it. So it's not, she's not going to be focusing on you, she's focusing on me. So you can just let that go. And if you are really worried about it, you can move a little further away from the camera, back to the wall. But otherwise, that's that. Okay? So let's get started. Why don't we go into our child's pose? So take your time to get there. Hey, Chris, welcome. Plenty of spots up here. Come on over here. Yeah. It's good. Come on into our child's pose, everybody. Get into your hands and knees. And maybe take your knees really wide, yeah, to the edges of your mat. Welcome, Cindy. Come on up. As you take your knees wide to the edges of your mat, yeah, really, really wide, and drop the hips down. You'll take your hands forward to the front of the mat and let your head drop down. And start to feel grounded. Grounded into the mat, feeling the palms pressing down, the fingers spreading wide, and just the weight of your hips pressing back closer towards your heels. And as you do that, start to wake up your breath. Start to connect to that breath. Feeling it in and out. You know, we can go all day long in our busy lives, never even paying attention to our breath. So start to bring awareness to that energetic, powerful breath. Feeling the breath in and taking your breath out. Breath in, filling up the lungs, expanding the rib cage. Then open up your mouth and let it out. Do that again. Nice deep, deep breath in. Open up the mouth, let it out. One more breath in. Fill up as much air as you can take. And then open up the mouth and just let it go. Now fill in through the nose. Deep, deep, deep breath. Seal your lips. And then out through the nose. Ujjayi breath. Yeah, still audible. Filling in and filling out. One more breath in and take that breath out. On your inhale, come into your tabletop position. Let's move into a few cat-cows. Just start to connect the breath with the movement of the body. So hands right underneath your shoulders and the knees right underneath your hips. And on the inhale, you'll look forward, lifting up. And then exhale, chin to chest, curling under. That's it. Inhale, lift up, shoulders sliding down your back. And then exhale, feel the spine reaching up to the ceiling like a Halloween cat. Going forward, feel the tailbone tipping up. And then feel that pelvis curl under. Now strong with your breath, deep breaths in. That's it, and breath out. Connecting your breath to your body. You might start to make some movements here. Let this be yours. Yeah, if you feel like wagging your tail, your hips left and right. If you start feeling like doing a few hip circles, that's it. Taking it back to the heels and the back. Just start to get connected with your breath and tap into what's going on with your body. The lower back, the hips, the shoulders. More into the breath and less of anything else outside of your mat. Just your body, your breath. 2 more breaths here. And after that second breath, you go back into your downward facing dog. Curl the toes under and find an inverted V. Seeing that the hips lift up to the sky, and then start to make some organic movements here of your own. Maybe you bend one knee, then the other, coming up to the tops of the toes and back. Yeah, maybe you come forward to your high plank, and then back to the high plank. Just use this time to see what's going on with your body. Yeah, where is it today? It's usually not the same place it was yesterday. It won't be where it will be tomorrow. So just see where you are, right here, right now. Giving yourself one more breath here to move around, find it. And then come into stillness. Back into that inverted V. Feeling the hips lift up. The quads are really squeezing off your kneecaps. And see that the feet are hip distance apart. That's it. And then really make the legs strong. Press the calves outward. So imagine a pair of hands you're pressing into. You'll press against them. Against my hands. That's it. Yeah. Squeezing in, deep in the breath. Feel the chest rock down towards the mat. The gaze going back behind you. And the tops of the arm bones wrapping in. That's it. Bend the fingers, spread even wider. So it's less in the wrists, more into the shoulders. Take a nice breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. One more breath in. As you exhale, look at your hands. Walk forward to the front of your mat. So right is ragdoll position. So your feet are hip distance apart. And yeah, just let your head drop. Bend your knees here a lot. Start to make some movements that work for you. A little swinging side to side. Shaking the head, a little yes and no. Just let yourself drop. Find that ragdoll where everything's soft. See what's hanging on and see if you can start to release that. Maybe it's your hamstrings, bend your knees. Maybe it's the back of that neck, yeah. So let your knees bend. Let it be more about the lower back. That's it. Let the head go. Finding the release. Stay with the breath. The weight of the head allows gravity to take the back and spine nice and long. Give yourself 2 more breaths right here in this ragdoll position. And on your next exhale, you'll take your hands down to your mats. Press down to the 4 corners of your feet and slowly rise up to standing. Take your time. Stacking one vertebrae at a time, the hips come forward and opening up towards Tadasana pose. Bring our feet together to touch big toes, touching 4 corners of the feet, pressing down so toes are nice and light. Engage the quads. And on an inhale, reach the hands up to the sky, fill up. And then exhale, fold yourself forward, hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift again. And then exhale, fold forward. One more time, halfway lift and stay here with us. So press the feet down, hands into the shins, and imagine a tabletop spine, like it's set like a cup of coffee there. It would fall forward. Shoulders engaged. That's it. Top of the head forward. That's it. One more breath here. Take it in. And then exhale, release, fold it forward. Inhale, rise tall. Lift all the way up to the ceiling. Spread the hands, open up. And then exhale, fold forward, dive forward, let it go. Inhale, that halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise tall, lifting up. Stay here, full body stretch. Hands reaching up to the ceiling. Maybe for some of you, back, but start to open up, bending over, finding the breath. And on your exhale, release hands to heart center and pause. Take a moment. Find your breath. And we'll start with the practice with the sound of really rolling arms. So take a nice breath in. Ah. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Really fill up. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the mat. Step back to your high plank, your top of your push-up. And just get acquainted with that. So see that the hands are right underneath the shoulders. The fingers are really spreading wide. Always feel free to drop your knees here. Nice option so you can work the core. Shoulders, pull them back. Take a nice breath in. On your exhale, shift forward to the tops of your toes. Lower all the way down to your belly drops. Inhale, chest to low cobra. So chest your chest and your head, tops of the feet, press down. Stay here. Feel the shoulders pulling back, finding another breath. And then exhale, release back to downward facing dog from the tabletop or straight to downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in and breath out. Fill up. And as you exhale, come back forward to that high plank again. Get quick, quads squeezing in. Shift forward and go to your low plank position. And then upward facing dog or back down to cobra, either option. And then downward facing dog, nice. Take a nice breath in and breath out. Fill in, exhale, come back forward. High plank one more time at your own breath. Lowering down. Going to upward dog or cobra, lifting up, shoulders back. And then downward facing dog. Finding our breath in and breath out. In, out, in, out. Two more, in, out. Fill up. As you exhale, look at your hands, walk or hop front of your mat. Inhale to your flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise tall, lifting up from the heart, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, and then exhale, step back to your high plank, your low plank, your vinyasa flow. Moving through your up dog or cobra, and then back to your downward facing dog. Finding 3 breaths here. Stay connected. After the third breath, your third breath, on an exhale, you'll walk or hop to the front of your mat. And go through your sun salutation A. Inhale to the flat back. Folding forward, rise tall, sweep up, open, and then exhale, folding forward, flat back to your breath, and then step back, vinyasa flow, chaturanga, or moving in through up dog, and then back to our downward facing dog. That's it, start to wake yourself up. Take a nice breath in, and breath out. In, out. Fill yourself up. As you exhale, look at your hands go front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, so chair pose. Sit down in the weight of the heels and lift the toes. Big toes can touch together. That's it. Squeezing in and then lift the hands up. Now everybody take your hands onto your hips and see that your pelvis tips underneath you just a little bit. No booty butts out there. That's it. Now take the hands into our cactus arm. Let's start to open up the chest. You can release your toes. Just stay light as you go down a little bit lower. Find the fingers spark, palms alive. 2 more breaths here. Deep breaths. On your next exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga, the high to low plank. Big breath in, upward facing or cobra. Big breath out, downward facing, warrior 1, right side. So step that right foot forward, right to your right hand. And then you'll spin that left foot back. So step it right forward here. And then take yourself some time here. No need to rush to the hands up in the sky. You want to get grounded into the feet first. Knee right over your ankle. Yeah. And then really press the back of that foot down. Now everybody can take their left hips forward just a little bit. Nice adjustments. And then take the hands up to the sky if you're not there already. Open up the chest here. Let's go into more cactus arms. Starting to open it up. Drop the hips down. Take the gaze up. Maybe even to the ceiling. Start to open up. Yeah, go back. Find some freedom in the body. One more deep breath. On your exhale, release. Vinyasa flow. Let it go. Rinse it out. Big breath in. Lift the chest up for the upward dog. And then take it back downward facing up. Left side warrior. Go for it. And then take your time building that warrior. That's it. So really see that foot back. If you feel like you might be a little bit, can't get that right hip forward, you can always widen your stance. Just a touch. There you go. Press back. And then steering the hips. Shoulders down, cactus arms, gaze forward, or start to take it up. Go back. Open yourself up. How much more can you find? A little bit more freedom. Drop the hips. Open up. There you go. One more breath on your exhale. You release. Vinyasa. Moving it through. Inhaling, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find our breath. Get reconnected to it. That's it. Sound audible. Yeah. Two more. In. Out. Fill yourself up. As you exhale, walk or hop, front of your mat. Let's flow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Uttanasana chair. One breath. Sit down and lift up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back. Uttanasana. Moving through your vinyasa. Beautiful. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Your pace, your breath. One breath takes you up, lifts up, and then float yourself right back down through your vinyasa. One-legged chaturanga, nice options, just to play. Stay connected with your breath and your rhythm. As you go to the left side, warrior one. Your pace, your practice, connected, opening up, flowing. Moving through your vinyasa, inhaling up. And then exhaling, flowing back down. All meet back in our downward facing dog. Take 3 to 5 breaths there. And then you go another time, another sun B at your own pace. When you're ready, starting at the front of your mat, go through your chair pose. And then make your way through your warriors each side. Allow yourself some freedom here to play, to explore. One breath, multiple breaths. Warrior two, reverse. Start to make this yours. Start to come alive. Connecting breath. Strong, powerful. Going forward. Warrior ones each side. Everything is connected. Everything's coming alive. Yeah. See where you can go bigger. Where can you wake yourself up more? What's holding on? Let it go. Let yourself just flow with the breath, with the movement. Take it up, lift up the chest, mind the feeling. And then push it back down when you're facing dog. Go to that other side. When you've completed your sun B, you'll come into your downward facing dog. And feel free to transition into a child's pose. Or little yogi push-ups, a little water towel. Make it yours. Big breath in and big breath out. So just check in with yourself. See what's come up. Things tend to come up after a few sun Bs, a little heat. The mind starts to talk, so just see where you are. Feel those thighs back. And get back into the breath. See if you can start to let go of the thoughts and get back into the breath. Connected to that. You don't need the chattering of the brain right now. Just the breath. 2 more breaths here wherever you are. And then we'll find your downward facing dog. Start to make your way back into your downward facing dog and let that dog come alive. Feel the quads squeezing up, the chest pressing down. Finding a nice breath in, breath out. In, out. In, out. 2 more. In, out. Fill up. As you exhale, walk or hop, front of your mat. Let's flow together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. 1 breath, sit down, lift up, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga, moving through it. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Just let it hang there. Taking that foot straight up to the sky, to the wall behind you, active toes towards your knees. Drop the chest. Lift the leg up a little bit higher, then bend your knee and stack your hips. Open it up. Really stretching it up, reaching it up. On your next exhale, take knee to head, shifting forward, shoulders right over wrist. And then take that leg back. And then come knee to head, right in. You can do this tabletop. And then take it back. Knee to head, squeezing in. And then take it back. Lift the leg up high, bend your knee, stack your hips, and flip your dog. Stay to your right in 3-legged dog, just bend the knee, opening it up. Yeah. So you can stay right there, just open up the hips. Yeah, right there, that works it. Flip doggers, lift the hips up a little bit more. And then on your exhale, come back to your 3-legged dog. Lifting dog or staying in tabletop. Either option, adapting. Take knee to head, coming through, squeezing in. Take it back 1 more time. And then step it through all the way to your crescent lunge. And then find your time to find your balance here. Ankle right underneath your knee. And then your left toe really pressing in so your heel's up to the ceiling, guys. That's it. Hands to be on your hips. See that you have the stability of your feet. Now you can stay on your knees or you can start to lift your leg up. Either option. It all works the same good stuff. And then we'll take the hands up to the sky. Take our thumbs and let's open up the chest and the shoulders even more by bending the elbows. Gaze forward or start to take it straight up to the ceiling, the tops of the wall. Keep that left leg nice and strong. That's it. Find another deep breath. Hands back to your heart center and pause. Pause here. Take this. And we're going to warrior 3. So you're going to shift your weight into that right foot. And then step the left foot up to the sky. Gaze going to be straight down. Or you can start to take the hands forward to the front of the room. Long in the neck. Finding that tabletop spine. Yeah. 1 more breath. And then gently, hands to heart center. Step back into your crescent lunge. All into the back of the mat. Find those stilettos. So put your heels on that left foot as the heel reaches up. There you go. And let's go into our crescent lunge. Lengthen. And then twist to the right, taking the left elbow over that right knee. Keep engaging that left thigh. Good. Every exhale, you'll twist deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Now, if you want to open your hands here, go for it. If you want to go for your buys, take this hand, press it into me, press it into me. That's it. Keep squeezing, keep opening up. Finding 1 more breath. There you go, guys. And then on your exhale, you release. Go through your vinyasa flow. Big breath in through your upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Yeah, do that again. Make some noise. In. Oh, I don't have to be the only one to know. Here you go. In, let it go. Fill yourself up. And then forward to warrior one, open up to warrior two. And just allow yourself to land there in that warrior two, finding your breath. Wherever we are in our practice, we're always trying to just stay connected to the breath. And see that right knee is right over your ankle, and it's towards the pinky side of your foot. There you go. Fingers start, shoulder squeezing. Finding deep breaths. One more breath here, and then reverse your warrior. Take it back. Feeling that right knee, and then open up the side body. Yeah, just let it go. Find that freedom, that stretch, nice nail polish, reaching to the back. And then come into your side angle. She's got nail polish like the sky on her fingertips. So everybody reach to the sky, stretching those fingers up. And then feel the tailbone go underneath you. So really, that's it, adjusting. Now from there, if you want to go into your binds, if you haven't already, start to go full half bird. You start to fly. Go for it. But find that spot between F and your knees. So if you're in a spot where it's like, whoa, this is just too much, release something. Let the bind go. Let the bird go. Find the breath. Birds, you'll take your time coming down. If you just got there, hang out. No rush. Those in the bind will slowly unbind, and everybody will reach those pretty fingers straight up to the sky, sparking, and then reach them forward to the front of the room, nice long on the left side of that body. Maybe both hands reaching forward, stretching forward, and then on your exhale, release, vinyasa flow. Let it all go. Inhale into your upward facing, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take your knees to the mat, find child's pose. Just a few breaths here, just a reminder that whenever you need a break, take a break. Yeah, so I might go on and on and on, but I don't know your body. I don't know where you are today. So whenever you feel like you need a break, you take it. Whenever you feel like you need to pick it up, do a little extra, you take that. Right? Make this your practice. Give yourself another breath here in your child's pose, maybe two, and we'll come back into that downward facing dog. When you're back into your downward facing dog, come alive. Feel those fingers gripping down, those shoulders, that's a nice engagement. Feeling the hips reaching back. Take a nice breath in, breath out. In, out, in, out. Inhale, fill up. As you exhale, go front of your mat, walk or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sit deep, lift up, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga, moving through it. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Lift that left leg up to the sky. Bend your, stay up here with this three-legged dog. First, yes, just straighten out. Toes back towards your knees. See that your shoulders are on the same plane, so you might need to drop your right shoulder just a little bit. That's it. Keep that left leg alive. Lift it up even higher. Now bend your knee. And stack your hips, open up that side body. Take a nice breath here, stretch it out. To your breath, on your exhale, knee to head, coming through. Notice this tabletop is an option. And take that leg back. And then knee to head, beautiful. Take it back. Knee to head, squeezing in, take it back high, strong, lift it up. And then bending the knees, stacking the hips, and maybe flipping the dog, taking it over, or just stay there, three-legged dog. Flip doggers, lift up, see your feet are facing the same direction. Oh, early wheels for you there, go for it. Ground's almost there, there you go, shift around, lifting up. Finding one more breath, and then slowly come back, three-legged dog. Lift that leg up to the sky, knee to head, shifting forward, holding. And then stepping it through, crescent lunge. And then take your time to set things up. Finding the feet, finding the hips, finding the strength of the legs, squeezing in. At the same time, remember those heels that we're putting on, so the heels lifting up to the sky. And then from here, stable, both hips going forward, then take the hands up to the sky, lifting up. If you had your thumbs last time, grab them again, but this time opposite, it'll feel awkward. Or find those cactus arms, same variation, and start to take your gaze up, open the chest. Keep that right thigh alive, finding another breath here. And then hands to your heart center, pause. And we're shifting into our warrior three, weight into the left foot, and going up with that right leg. Hands can stay right at the center, keep the foot alive. Or maybe you reach the hand straight forward. Palm and fingers stretching to the front of the room. Feel the belly zipping up and in, that's it. Hands to the heart center, pause, and step all the way back to your crescent lunge. Bend forward, and then find our revolve crescent lunge to the left side. So take that right elbow over that left knee. And then press the hands together, so really active in the hands as you press, and feel the shoulder pull back. That's it, still keeping this legs, your foundation strong. You want to open your hands here? Go for opening your hands. Outside or inside your ankle, or even on the block. Maybe going for the bind. Keep that leg squeezing up there, that's it. Finding another breath, reach those fingers, spark them up to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, release. Vinyasa flow. Let it all go. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in. Take the breath out. Inhale that left leg to the sky and then step it forward to warrior one, opening up to your warrior two and landing the warrior two. So know wherever your feet land, they're not stuck there, they're not glued, so you can move them around so you can really use the length of your mat. So see that the knees right over your ankle, feel that squeezing in. And then with your legs really grounded into the mat, pressing down, then feel the shoulder blades sliding down and find a little tug of war going on. That's it, stretch those fingers, spark them. Taking another breath here, drop the hips a little bit and reverse your warrior. Take it back. So feeling the knee reaching forward as you stretch back, open up. Oh yeah, that's it, Chris. Let it go. One more breath. And then come into your side angle, forearm onto your knee, or right into extended if you want to go for it. Taking the hands down to your block or to the mat. See the hips tip forward to the north average side of the room, then open the hands up. Now go for your variations, your adaptations, so your binds, full lines, bird of paradise. Or maybe you just stay right here, finding that nice sweet spot where you can just breathe. The breath. Yeah, hear the breath. The breath not only energizes you, but energizes all those around you. Strong. Bird, just slowly take your way out. That's it. Bind, slowly unbind. Everybody reaching their hands to the ceiling and then stretch it forward to the front of the room, reaching it long. And then maybe both hands go. Use the core. Reach forward another inch. And then on your exhale, releasing Vinyasa flow. Rinse it out. Big breath, lifting the chest up. And big breath, letting it out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Fill yourself up as you exhale, walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. We're going right into our twisted chair. So weight it into the heels. Hands to heart center. And you're going to twist to your right. Take the left elbow over your right knee. So you're dropping the hips down. That's it. And pull the left hip back for some of you. So the knees are aligned. There you go. Now, if you want to open your hands, you can open your hands here. If you want to go to a bind or start to go to your side crows, go to the side crows. So keeping the hips nice and even, that's it. And just breathe, dropping down. You got a little chair right underneath. There you go. Stay here. 2 more of your breaths, maybe a third if you're really enjoying it. No need to rush. And we'll all meet into a forward fold. Let it go. Straighten the legs. And just let yourself hang heavy here. Shake the head a little bit. Yes and no. Oh. You can sigh. You can make some noise. Yeah. And then let's go chair the other way. Twist the chair so you can squat right back down. Weight into the heels. Toes nice and light. And then hands to your heart center and twist to the left. Really hooking that right elbow over that left knee. And use it as leverage to lift yourself up so there's more space between the tops of your thighs and the bottom of the belly. Lifting up. Find the right hip going back a little bit. You want to open your hands, open the hands. Squeeze. Find the hands straight on the shoulder. That's it. Keep open. Pressing to my hands. Side crows, if you're not there, go for it. Finding 2 more of your breaths, maybe a lucky third. Going down with your drop down. You've got it. Strong girl. And then exhale. Release it. Oh, okay. Feet hip distance apart. Your options, yogi's choice. Either grab the big toes with your peace fingers. You bend your knees here a lot as you grab in. Or gorilla pose, walking the bottom of your feet. Toes all the way to your wrists. And then on the inhale, lengthen the spine up. And then exhale, fold yourself forward. And just let your head go. Maybe you need to shake it a little yes, a little no. Let yourself get into the breath. And then right here, we're taking the weight out of your heels, tipping forward. I'm right here. Go right into my knees. Imagine. That's it. Let your hips rise up to this. That's it. And just let yourself go. Don't look back. I'm here. I'm not going to let you fall. Squeezing in. And slowly keep the weight right back into the heels. Nice. And then slowly let go. Options here. Yogi swan or it's your crow. Either one. So yogi swan, keep your feet nice and wide and get into the mat. Lift your heart up. And just breathe. See where you are. You can also take a block underneath you. Sit on the block sometimes if you got bad knees like I did. That can be nice. For your crows, start to get the toes together. Lift the hips up even higher. Those going for a headstand, go for it. See if you can lift the hips up a little bit more. Gaze forward a little bit more. You're here for your breaths. You count them when you're ready to release. Release strong back through your vinyasa flow. And you rinse yourself out at your own pace. There's no need to rush. Headstanders, take your time. We will all meet back in our downward facing dog in any way that we get there. Back in our downward facing dog and back connected to that breath. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. In and out. In and out. Fill yourself up as you exhale, walk or hop front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise tall. Sweep all the way up. We're going to eagle from here. So taking our right arm underneath your left. And then you're going to come into your chair and take that right leg over your weight. Note you can also take your ankle sometimes on top of the knee or go ahead and grab the shoulders. Nice variations. If you got your leg wrapped, really squeeze the thighs together. Feel the shoulders coming back. And just find your breath. Squeezing in. One more breath. On your exhale, release everything. Feet down. Inhale up to the sky. And let's go the eagle the other way. This time, left arm under. And then left leg over. And squeezing. Dropping down the hips. Pull your right hip forward just a little bit. Left hip back. That's it. And then elbows up to shoulder height. Finding the breath is risky. Gaze straight ahead. One more breath. On your exhale, release everything. Inhale, up to the sky, go eagle. Second time, take that right arm under. And then the right leg over. Always better the second time, never the same twice. Squeezing in, bellies to the top. And then from this eagle position, take your elbows down towards the mat, hovering in. And then lift back up. Use your core. Stay grounded. And then bend down, coming in. And then lifting up. Bending down. And then releasing to Dakasana airplane. Releasing feet, hands, everything back. Palms pressing down. And find your little upward dog. So you're lifting up. Shoulders back. Hands to your heart center, pause. And then slowly take your hands to the mat, finding your standing splits. If your hands are to the mat and you want to play with little hop-ups, like you would hop up into your handstand, feel free. Really root down to go up. Those in the standing split, still keep that right leg lifting up to the sky. Finding one more breath, and then on your exhale, release. We've got another side. Coming into a nice forward fold. Let your head go, shake it loose. On your inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Rise tall, sweep all the way up. And then you go to eagle the left side, left arm under. And then left leg over. And sit down. Hug in. And just find one spot straight ahead to stare at. Yeah, the eagle on the tree, just perch there. Shoulders over your hips. And then from here, bend forward. Take the elbows down, use the core. And then lift back up. And then core slowly down. And then lift back up. And then one more time down and go to airplane. Unwrapping from here, take the legs straight back, palms along the hips. Feel the shoulders pull back, that's it. And then lifting up with the chest. Find the Tadasana feet, toes are active, there you go. Taking your hands to your heart center, pause, and then move to your standing splits, taking your hands down to a block to the mat. Let your head drop heavy. And then from here, if you want to go into your hop-ups, go for it. You want to go into the handstand, go for it. No bend in the elbow handstands. There. Oops. One more time. One more breath, everybody. And then slowly you'll release into your forward fold. That's it. Good work. Let everything go. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise tall, sweeping up, filling up with air. And then hands through heart center and pause. From here, we'll go into our tree pose. So root down into your left foot. Really get rooted, 4 feet, the corners of your feet rooting down. And then take that left foot anywhere in the seam of your left leg. Or it doesn't matter, that's what I said. You gotta do both sides, so you'll be even. Make sure it's not on your knee, so have it below or above your knee. That's it, because you don't want to press it in. Yeah, support those knees. Now from here, once you're grounded down into your legs, whatever hand variation you feel like doing, opening up the hands. See the shoulders sliding down. And stay grounded into that foot. Really press down to that big toe. Belly's tight. And lift up. Ribs expanding. Find 3 of your breaths here. Just let yourself be. After your 3rd breath, you're releasing, you start to go to your other side. Rooting down into that opposite foot, whatever foot you didn't have. Taking the foot above or below the knee, and use that press to open up the hip. Now if you've got your left hip, drop it down a little to the earth. Sometimes it hikes up. Yeah. And then go for the openness. Find it. Your hands releasing, growing in any way that works for you. Allow yourself just to be. 3 more breaths. After your 3rd breath, you'll release. And come to your strong Tadasana. Strong 4 corners of your feet pressing down. Hands open, shoulders back. Gaze straight ahead. Feel the crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. Take a nice breath in. Open up your mouth and let it out. Do that again. Breath in. Open mouth. Inhale, hands up to the sky, fill up. And then exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale to your flat back. And then exhale, step back, vinyasa, slow, moving through it. Inhale into your upward facing. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward to our high plank. Nice and strong, hands right underneath your shoulders. And then lift up your right leg straight out of the hip. Nice and strong, gaze straight down. That's it. And then lower that leg down. Lift up the left leg, lift it up straight, toes pressing. And then lower it down. Lower down to your low push-up position. And then come back up to high. 2 more times down to low. Lifting up. 1 more time down. Lifting up. Lower down slowly all the way to the mat. Let your belly drop. Oh, rest your right cheek. Look left. Oh, your eyes can feel heavy here. And then switch your gaze so you'll look right, left cheek rest. And then let's go into some focus now. So we'll do 3 here on the mat. So first time, big toes come together to touch, inseam of your legs. You can have options here with your hands, either palms pressing along the side of your hips, or interlace your fingers behind your back. If you got another favorite hand variation, feel free to use it. And on your inhale, you'll lift up the chest, the head. Strong backs, lift up the leg. 1 leg, both legs, thighs lifting up. Keep reaching back and lifting up with the chest. Find another breath, lifting up even more. That's it. And then exhale, release. Rest your cheek. 1 breath in and out. That's 1 breath. Let's go for it. Second time. Go for it. Lift up. Come alive. Going for it. Open up the chest. Shoulders pulling back. Even finding more lift of the thighs lifting up. 1 more breath. Exhale, release. Take a breath in and out. And then one more time. Either locust or floor boat, either option. So floor boat, go for it. Take the knees together. Grab the outside of the feet or your ankles. Make sure your knees are together to touch. Yeah, and then, you got it. Okay, and then when you're ready for it, go for it. Lifting up. No need to force, but press the feet back to lift up the chest. For some, maybe you're rocking and rolling. Find that belly roll. Find another good breath. Lift up even higher. And then on your exhale, release. Windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Yeah, let it go. And then you'll take your hands underneath your shoulders, feet back together, tops of the feet pressing down. And then on an inhale, lift up the chest, low cobra or upward dog, either option. Hang there for a breath or two, open it up, pull the shoulders back. And then find your downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in, breath out, and then on your pace, you'll walk, you'll hop, you'll step to the front of your mat, come sitting down. We're going to go into bridge. So 2 more back bends we've got here. If you feel open enough to go for your wheel the first time, go for it. Otherwise, start with bridge first. See that your heels are coming towards your buttocks and about hip distance apart, and both feet are face the same direction. Sometimes they like to go crooked. And then when you're ready, you come on up and you're going to find 5 of your big breaths. Shoulder blades engage. Go into the bridge first. So press down in the feet and go here. Interlace your fingers underneath and just press up with the hips. That's it. Yeah, that's a key pressing there. Feel these thighs working for you. Shoulder blades, keep squeezing them together. And after your 5th breath, you'll release. Take 1 breath in and out. And this is no time to yawn now. Let's go for it. Another big back bend, bridge or wheel. 5 big, strong breaths. Lift up the hips, don't let them drop. Keep finding the shoulders come together, even in the wheels. Keep working these thighs. Engaging, lifting up. Oh yeah, that's it. More shoulders. And after your 5th breath, you'll slowly release. Let yourself go. Find Sudha Baddha Konasana. The inner parts of your feet come together and your knees open up like a butterfly to the sides of your mat. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And just notice the shifts, notice your breath. And then you'll bring your knees back together and give yourself a hug, taking the knees into your chest. Let your head drop, let the shoulders drop. And start to roll around if that feels good to your back, keeping the tailbone pressed back. And then to your pace, you'll start to move to a little happy baby, grabbing the outside of the feet, taking the knees, and make this happy baby yours. If it feels good to straighten the leg, grabbing your toes, seeing if your toe goes to your mouth. I said that once and it happened, so. You always feel free to explore. A student who will remain nameless, I wonder if I can put my toe in my mouth. And then, yeah, it's possible. It's possible with practice. Take your legs back together, and we'll go into a shoulder stand or Vrita Priya Karani. So, legs up, Vrita Priya Karani is just taking the block underneath your lower back and letting your legs go straight up to the ceiling. So lift this right underneath your sacrum. Yeah, make it comfortable. And then legs straight up, toes towards it. Just be there. Go in your shoulder stand, see that the elbows get a little bit closer together. There you go, squeezing in. So those hips stack right on top of the shoulders. Keep squeezing in the shoulders a little bit more. And then just let yourself be there. Try to keep your gaze to your belly or straight, not moving the neck. Just let yourself find stillness here. And then you slowly take the feet back behind you, going into plow. Don't need to force the feet down if they don't drop, that's okay. Just keep your hands behind your back to support. And then taking your knees, bending them to the side of your face, and slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. With your legs straight up, just remove the block. And just allow yourself to roll the legs down. Take the knees back into your chest, give yourself a hug. And then let's move into supine twist, single-legged or double-legged. Double-legged, take both knees over to the right side, open your arms like a T, and then go to the left. Single-legged, you might take that left leg on top of your right, there you go. Let the shoulder drop down. Your eyes can go heavy. One more breath here. And then you'll slowly release. Take those legs back into center and then go to the other side. Keep with your breath. Finding one more breath. And then you'll bring those legs back into center. Give yourself a final squeeze and your final movements here that you need to feel complete before we go into our Savasana, our final rest. And then start to go into your final resting pose. Your feet wide to the corners of the mat. The shoulders underneath, you really feel the shoulder blades squeezing together, your palms facing up to the sky. And just allow your eyes to close. Coming into your final Savasana. Letting your body absorb all the good stuff of your practice. one step at a time. That's all you can take. That's all you have to take. Yes, you have visions you created of where you want to go, but you don't get there in one leap. You get there one step at a time, one movement at a time, one breath at a time. That's how you receive your guidance. That's how you respond to the guidance you receive. Let your faith be strong. Your faith will keep you going through those moments in between steps. When your faith is strong, you don't look in fear at the journey ahead. You don't worry. You don't worry if you'll get to where you're going. You'll know you will. So you take the simple steps, one at a time, that lie ahead. You take them in joy because you know you're being guided. You have faith that the simple steps you are led to do will take you to your destination. One step at a time, one breath at a time, connecting the two. That's how you will get to where you're going. You are being led each step of the way. Bring awareness to your toes and your fingers, your legs, your arms, your breath. And with your eyes closed, you'll bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Eyes still closed, and the way that works best for you this evening, rolling over to your side, just allowing yourself to gently come up. We'll all meet up, sitting comfortably, eyes still closed, facing the front of your mat. Bringing your hands to your heart center, closed eyes, gaze towards your fingertips. Together we will end the practice with the sound of 3 rolling ohms. Take a nice breath in. Thumbs to middle of our forehead, third eye center. The light, the joy, the power in me sees and recognizes the light and joy and power in each and every one of you. And together we bow and sing Namaste. Namaste. All right, good stuff, you guys. Way to go for your Thursday flow. Yeah, you. Good you. So any questions about anything, let me know, of course. And also we do have our balancing and immersion workshop. For some of those who want to know about point balancing, great. And those who have done it and want to go to the next step, also good. All right? Have a great Thursday night, guys. Thank you. And thanks for allowing Peggy to be there